Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube video. Today I'll be showing you a simple look that I did on my First Lady for a gala, so just check it out. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just the brows, filling in, kind of going with the shape of the brow. And then once I fill in, I go in with the concealer and then just kind of trace out whatever I don't want so we get the perfect brow shape. Ooh, now we're working on these eyes. So I'm going in the crease with a light color, a transition color. I'm using dark and light colors. I want to keep it kind of neutral, but kind of, poppy at the same time. So I used like a light brown in the crease, and then I went back in with a few other dark browns on one palette, which is the e.l.f. palette. Once I left that palette, I went to the Crazy Color palette from Him Cosmetics, and I just went in the crease a little deeper. But right now what I'm doing is I'm using concealer on the lid just to kind of carve out a little small area where I'm going to use a very shimmery looking eyeshadow color. That darker color is really gonna make it pop. So I was excited to use that. It's gonna be popping out. Wait. So that's the color that I use. It's more like it's like a little silver gold, like a golden silver looking thing. Like, it's hard to kind of tell the color because in the light it shows different. You'll see like once I turn the chair and stuff like that. It's a real cute color. I thought it would be a real nice, something to do in the corner of the eye just to give it a little more depth and just a little pop. So then y'all went and slid them lashes on, them Him Cosmetic lashes, 3D Minx. She had the Style Natural on. They framed her face very, very well. It looked too good, super good. Alright, so guys, after we've added the lashes, I do prime the face. I use an e.l.f. 3-in-1 primer. And I just massage that in the face in a circular motion. Normally when you do that, you want to lift the skin up so that you want to make sure that you're lifting the skin in the direction you want it to grow. Nobody wants saggy skin. So after I've massaged the primer into the skin, I go in with the foundation, and I do this thing called a push-pull method. And what I do is I just kind of do small strokes, and I drag the brush like maybe an inch. And I do it kind of fast to make sure that I spread the foundation out kind of thinly, but still get that maximum coverage, so that, I get a natural look. And I, just make sure I press that in very well. Once I've blended the foundation, I go in with the concealer, and I conceal under the eyes first. That's just one of the places that I conceal first. It's not like it's a rule or anything. So I don't use a beauty blender when I'm concealing or blending anything out, because not the concealer, I'm sorry. Messed up. Nah, but a beauty blender normally carries bacteria. It's like a sponge. Like, when I wash it, I don't ever think I'm really cleaning it. So I just stopped using them altogether. So I use a pointed foundation brush to blend it out. What I do is I make sure I press that in the skin, and I spread that out while I'm pressing it in with the small little push pull strokes that I do for the foundation. But I just blend this in and press it in as much as possible with the brush, with that pointed foundation brush. And then sometimes I go back in with a flat top brush and just, press it in even more, just to make sure that, it looks very well blended. So moving on to the forehead, like when you come to the bridge of the nose, you want to make sure that, you highlight the bridge of that nose to bring the attention to the center of the nose to make it appear smaller. So I'm using that same foundation brush to blend that out, guys. And doing the same thing for the chin. And for my beginners, y'all, is something that you just have to do over and over and over until you get it. It's definitely able to be gotten. Y'all can do it. So after I've done that, guys, I just go in with my contour. Now the contour, you want to follow that indentation in the cheek. Follow it down with a darker color, like a few shades darker than the foundation, and a little darker for deeper contour. You also want to contour the forehead, around the edges of the forehead, and on the nose, just to kind of keep that chiseled look. And the darkness also makes things recede, so other things are more prominent. They stick out the more, like the better features of what you're trying to accent on the face while doing makeup. Once I've done that, I go in and I get a blush. I mix 3 different shades of eyeshadow together, and I just go right in on top of the contour and like right in between the concealer for the cheeks. And then I go in and I just blend that out. And I want to make sure it looks as seamless as possible. So after I do the blending, I go in with powder and I just kind of dab the powder all over the place. I don't want to, rub it in or blend it in at that time. I just want to kind of set it around and just let it kind of absorb. And after that, what I do is I go in with the Laura Mercier and I just kind of set the places that I use the concealer to highlight. And then I just go in and kind of just brush it out, blend it in kind of thing. And after that, that's when I kind of blend everything out. Then I go in with the highlight. Go and put the highlight right on top of where I put the blush, and I kind of blend those out together so that way they have a nice seamless transition from the contour all the way up to the high cheekbone and vice versa. And then I just go ahead and get the forehead and the nose to keep that attention center, right at the bridge of that nose, and kind of just go in and pull everything in. Y'all know, got a little smile or two. Check out how she happy. Y'all, we was in there clowning. Acting a straight fool. We couldn't stop and get work done because we was laughing too much. So, see, look. I'm the one who knows him the best. All right, now we done got it together. We going back to the lips to finish the lining with the red pencil. Well, I guess we didn't have it together. We tried. So once I finished doing the lining of the lips, I used a lip gloss called Godiva from Hem Cosmetics. And it's a pretty brown red. And I use that to kind of be the base of the natural lip. So after I used that, what I did was I went in with another Hem Cosmetics lip, and it was in Sugar Cookie, and I put that in the middle. I wanted to give that ombre effect and a very nice nude natural brown lip. So once I added that, I went in with the brush and I kind of just blended it out, guys. I wanted to make sure that that was a very effortless looking ombre. Yeah, we're still cutting up, y'all. We're still doing it. But we had fun, and in the process, it was just amazing, y'all. We had too much fun. But now I'm just going in and I'm setting her face with Setting Spray All Nighter. Urban Decay spray, and it works really well. So now I'm just doing her hair, guys. She was on her way to a gala that she was being honored at, so I wanted to make sure that my first lady looked good. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of just enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll be back shortly, okay? Let me break it down, I got it on lock, and I think you better stop. I heard you've been checking for my boo. Do you think it's busy? Give it your best shot, but you couldn't get a call back. And even after all that, caught you at the mall for a throwback. That's big pimpin', but you wouldn't listen. He's mine, not yours. Better fall back. I get shopping sprees off the heat. I get told up low, please believe. That's the finished product. I thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys please subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm so excited about my journey here on YouTube, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day, guys. Don't you see, he told me he loves me, called me his sweet.